Good boys. How's everyone doing? How's everyone doing? Great today for Gap, hopefully. Seems like a lot of people are bearish and a lot of people are really bullish. From what I've seen from general consensus. I can see both sides, if I'm being honest. I think I'm leaning towards higher though. Leaning towards higher. I mean, we put in the slow. I think I'm leaning towards higher. Catch longs yesterday. Paper. Position, bro. Get me on the chart. Get on the chart, bro. Good boys. No news today. Good Jafar. So it's good. Yo, Sol, I got Zets. I mean Jafar. I got Zets. It's fucking good, bro. They put a lot on your plate though, I can't lie. I think it'll tap London high into the forward gap and drop lower. Here? Possible. If we're gonna get up here, I'm gonna assume we get NWAG. Yeah, they filled that plate up, bro. Yeah, we're gonna try it. Added it to my list. I think game plan is go into market open, assuming this is protected. But as soon as we get feedback that it's not, we just flip bias. Because if we get below here, previous month low is possible. This is all going to be technically Tuesday's trading. We could easily get previous month low. If you look at dollar index though, we're moving lower. I feel like I want to see NASDAQ reverse here. Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards long, but then we'll just have to play like a cautious, like leaning towards long slightly, but just cautiously. But like obviously, if we make a lower low than this, I don't even think we're bullish at that point. Like, we shouldn't really go below that, and we already are kind of going there. So I guess we're going into market open neutral, scout a potential reversal, and if not, then previous month low. 200 more points though, it's quite far. Far, if I'm being honest. Hmm. Probably won't trade the live account today. Probably start that tomorrow. You show how to mark NWalk? Yeah, go back to the gap. Mark the closing price and then the opening price. Why longs? I think an NWalk might be a draw and dollar's pretty bearish. We'd have to trust this low though. Yeah, I don't think today will be too clean. I think today's gonna be so clean. You're expecting previous month low? Like, yeah, I guess me too. See what YM does as well. I think I don't need to really look at dollar. We more need to just focus on YM. Yeah, I don't know. I just have a soft idea for higher. It also could be range bound, in which case we'd want to see higher anyways. Alpha shouldn't be down. I'm on it. Should be working fine for me. The 923. Yeah, let me set up a trade copier. Give me one sec, guys. Let me set up a trade copier. Do top step. Settings, API. I forget how to do all this shit. I forget how to do this shit, bro. Fuck this, we'll do this another time. We'll just trade on PopStep X and Alpha Ticks. So weird if you want to copy trade a project X account, yeah, do some weird shit. Game plan? I kind of want to see what market open does. Um, I think looking for a long is safe because if we're gonna stay heavy, it shouldn't form a long. And even if we're gonna retrace, we can still come all the way up here or here or here, or we could even go to NWAG and be bearish. So I think bullish bias, like neutral slash bullish for now, and go from there. Oh. decided that. I mean, I'm on alpha ticks right now, and it seems to be working fine. So no complaints there. There's no clear daily buys. I did see Jimmy Butler. Yeah, that was crazy. And Wong did the new week opening gap. It's not that I'm bullish. Well, I'm not bullish today. Uh, I'm simply what's it called? Just gonna be looking for long, like see if it confirms. That's the 5 minute. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, it's bullish, duh. But I'm gonna sit here and potentially look for longs. If you can't open alpha, I'd message them on Discord. Yeah, message on Discord. Yeah, like now we're just going lower. Like as of right now, I feel like most you gotta say it's obviously looking pretty bearish. Like there's nothing really bullish about this. It looks like it's just gonna tank. Just the way the candles are forming. We're already moving pre-market. So we're just gonna sit here soft buys, height consolidation there. Hmm. So we'll just go from there. You gonna look too long if we go through London low? If we go London lows, it's probably not gonna be a trade day for me because at that point it's probably bearish and I already missed the move. If we go all the way down to London low, if I was bullish, I would not want to see this low get taken. I want to see it intact. Now, if we go down right away, sweep it, and then show a lot of strength, okay, sure, maybe. But I think we just gotta play by ear. Like we'll develop a game plan. Why? Because this load's already put in below midnight. Yes, we didn't get the 15-minute CISD yet, but I'd want to see that happen. So this is all below midnight. I'm not necessarily bullish, but if we are bullish, we shouldn't take out this low because that's the low that was put in before midnight, and we started to pivot higher. We didn't get the 15-minute CISD, but I would expect to see that, soon-ish. If we're bullish, again, I'm not saying I'm bullish. I'm just saying if you were, that's what you'd want to see. So if you're bearish, London Low's a great target. It's probably going to get hit today. But we're just going to play it by ear. We'll develop a game plan once we get more information. I always execute off the 1 minute for the most part. Alpha's website is down. Dashboard. Why? Because it just says loading. It looks like their website's down. But the alpha ticks is good. Tradevix should be good too. Hopefully you can still trade. I use TradingView to chart. Yeah, I like the NWalk play too. What I want to see is what does QQQ open at? Holy shit. There she goes. Yeah, we might just pump, to be honest. We'll see how this forms. Obviously, we're gonna have a large org. I'm not gonna mark it, but just know that it's there. Take out the buy side. We'll see what we do. Buy side. We took out buy side, aggressively going lower. Again, I'm not really gonna be messing around with the first 30 minutes, probably. I mean, not the first 30 minutes, the first 5 or 10 minutes. Um, we'll just see what it wants to do. It could get sloppy in here. Definitely could get sloppy in here. So we'll just watch it. How big are the candles? Whoa, 74 points? Yo, that one candle is 74 points? Someone's gonna get burned. Someone's gonna enter a trade today. Mark my words. Someone will enter a trade today, not realizing the candles are larger. Something crazy might happen. You're done for the day. Damn, you caught that long, bro? For the day in 2 minutes, bro? Crazy stuff. Today open is midnight. Yeah, midnight. No, I wouldn't short from NWAG. Either long to NWAG or just, but if it goes all the way to, like, those are my targets. If I'm bullish, I want to target these highs in NWAG. If I'm bearish, I want to target this low and previous month low. That's the best case scenario. That's the best case scenario. And that's your easy hanging fruit there and there. So if I'm long, that's what I want to target. So if we go all the way up to NWAG, that's an early protraction model that would be forming here. I would take this, but see YM going lower. ES is not above. It's a very risk optimal trade. It's just YM is making a lower low. And it's not really risk optimal. Now my entry's all the way up here. Obviously, you could put the stop here. I really can't touch this. It's too far. I think this might be 930 low. Just the way the candles are forming with how much speed they're forming, it's kind of giving me the vibe that the draw is NVOG and the draw is NVOG quickly, you know? Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna FOMO in this trade, but picking on ES either. I think we kind of just missed it. It went too far. If the entry was like right here, I could take it, but all the way up here, now it's even further. Even if you target the perfect buy side here, need a high. Not even 2R, 1.8. Let alone if you buy here. We could maybe buy this fair value gap. Even then, 0.8. We're just gonna have to see, I guess. It's just too far up. I wanted this. Like the thing is, if we took this, our stop could literally be moved already to like here. So now it's not as risk optimal because now we could move the stop to the bottom of the fair value gap. Anyways, we'll see. I think we just entered a hourly SIBI. If I'm being honest, I'm still kind of 50-50. Like, it's his first presentation in here. It's in yellow. First presentation. Pretty clean fair value gap. It's possible, like if we're bearish, I'll say this now, if we're bearish, we should be rejecting now and moving lower. If we're bullish, we should find support in this fair value gap and we're gonna speed up higher. It's literally 50-50. Make this orange. It's 50-50. Like if we get like, yeah, it's really 50-50. Hypothetically, took the inversion. One in low is 254. I'm just outlining potential ideas. One in low, beta high. Yeah, I mean, you could short this, say it trades back down here. Pretty risk optimal. Intermarket analysis doesn't really support the trade idea. Although dollar is slowly pivoting higher after putting in that low. YM is a little bit more bearish, but ES just made a higher high on the body, so if we get protraction here, what's the risk on that? 1.3 RL, that's awful. You'd have to go for NWAG and really expect NWAG. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty 50-50 for me, guys, if I'm being honest. I don't know which direction this is more likely to go, so like obviously there's some ideas. You could argue a long from this gap. You could argue a short from this gap. You could argue doing nothing because it looks kind of choppy. Nothing clear for me. If I had to pick a side, I would still pick bullish. But the fact that it already slowed down is like a red flag. Like maybe that 30-second inversion can get us a better entry. If we get a strong 30-second inversion here, 2R play to Asia high, I think I would take that. Just one contract. If this next candle trades down, touches, and goes up, I'll buy it. So this candle went down, touched. If it goes to the top here, I'll buy it. All right, I'll buy that. All right, we'll try this trade. Just one contract. 30-second immediate rebalance to potentially Asia high. We'll just leave that TP at best case scenario, which is NWAG. Watch it on the 30-second. We never got the inversion. I like the immediate rebalance that formed, but it's like this is a loser. Like an immediate loser. Losing $100 there. Now it's really speeding up lower. Definitely offside there. Could be bearish now. Could be 50-50. Gonna just wait for more clarity. It's not too clear for me. Next trade will risk around the same, 100, 125. Is it clear? Was that just completely offside? Yes, looks, I guess, not really bearish. Left equal highs. YM, same thing. I guess there is an SMT. Is there? No. Oh, yeah, there is. No, I honestly don't know where this is gonna go. That one candle says like it could go lower now, but it's just one candle. I think we're a little bit more 50-50 than maybe the 5-minute inversion. Risk to reward's probably not the best on that. Say you got an entry here with a stop there. Target London. Yeah, it's not clear at all. It looks like we're just going sideways now. So let's wait till 10 before we take another trade. Market seems to be just going sideways. Now, obviously, this could be a bearish order block. We could reject. For example, you see this 30-second chart. So obviously, we could find, like whatever resistance in here. But it's kind of just going sideways, back and forth, back and forth. So I tried to jump in on that long off the immediate rebalance. Obviously failed. Never got the inversion. I think if we did get the inversion, it would have likely played out. So I'm mad about that trade. Yeah, this looks definitely 50-50. So let's just wait for the macro. We're gonna probably cancel that order. Wait for the macro. Let this do its thing. Wait for it to set the initial range and then wait for a sweep. I am still leaning lightly bullish, to be honest. I'm a little bit leaning towards longs, but we'll see. We'll see. Right now it's just 50-50. I mean, I wouldn't trust that. I wouldn't trust this inversion. It could play out, but I just wouldn't trust it. It would have played out here. This move didn't even run the low. So game plan is just wait till 10 and maybe some more clarity from there. Yeah, it's just the market gap down, right? 180 is not as bad as it looks. 180 is not bad as it looks. It's because Nasdaq got down like 400 points. I just joined GatieTrades. I was reading chat. Recession is here, bro. Relax. We're not even at previous month's low yet. 4-hour FEG, yeah. I don't just chase just because the bearish for value gap doesn't make me bearish. It's not good enough. That's not enough. It's just range bound right now. Just have to wait. ES finally stepped out the buy side, so How did it just take? I mean, the way this is forming the structure, it does look more bearish. Because if we were bullish, it would have already went uh would have already went higher. ES just swept buy side. There's an SMT here. 950 macro play. I'd have to see a. The thing is, if we get a breaker, like at that point, we're already too close to TP. So I can't take it off a breaker. Like say I got an entry here, stop here. I guess 2R. It's not bad actually. If we get a nice breaker, maybe I can take the trade. Just ideas. Just ideas. I'm trying to stay pretty open to just reading what the candles do. Would have expected more. Let's keep this city marked out for the entire day. Because even if we're bullish, we want to see that as a target. Maybe another first presentation inversion, and we front run. And we front run the breaker. I'd just be stabbing it with one contract still. I won't be going up more than one contract. Like this would be your breaker. If we were to get a strong breaker now, like I would be pretty convinced that okay, this was just manipulation. We waited a little bit for ES to take the highs. Then we got the break inside the macro from the premium discount fair value gap. YM also took out highs. But we'd have to get a breaker. That's the key. So we'd have to like get a break closure below here. As long as my entry's above this high, it's good enough for me to take the short. So yeah, I took it like this. That's a 90-point stop. Holy. We have to take it on yesterday. NQ's the weaker asset though. And 90, I mean 90 points is fine. This is 1R. I would prefer to slightly de-risk, but if we get a strong closure here, if the next candle next candle trades up and then goes down, if we get immediate rebalance, I'll take another immediate rebalance entry. It has to go to this candle has to go down below. If this candle goes down below, I'll try it. No, actually probably not. It's not clean enough. Yeah, maybe not. It's not clean enough. Stay flat. Anyways, it didn't form anyways. Okay. Yeah, we're probably just gonna wait till 10 now. There was a small idea there already being invalidated in my opinion. Hmm. The one thing I like about shorts is all these equal lows in here. Just gonna wait till 10. Probably 10. We'll be a little bit more clearer of what's gonna happen. You bullish or bearish? Right now I'm more neutral. Right now I'm more neutral. Oh. No, I don't use event horizon. Do you prefer I when it's down there like this or all time high? It doesn't matter where we are. Doesn't matter where we are. Extend this. I'm just gonna wait till 10. Definitely, I think at times demonstrate a little bit more patience. So we had the one idea here, thinking that this was going to be safe and it would continue. I think it was a decent idea. Macro, yeah, but it's a little bit too sloppy for me. No news today, no. .50 macro. First 15 minutes is done. Like we may leave a 15-minute breakaway. The fact that we're trading back into the city, breaking the SMT. There's no trade here, but it'll probably go Asia highs here. Just the fact that it's making a higher high at all is kind of a bullish signature. I wonder if this goes all the way to NWAG. If we get Asia high, I would assume NWAG. So now I'm debating. I prefer waiting till 10, but I'm debating something like this. Hard to say. It's not the best trade, to be honest. Pretty, like not the strongest protraction model. It's there, but it's just not the strongest. Could always trade ES. ES long in here. ES ES is not as strong, but the risk would at least be better. You got break even before it pushed. It didn't really push much. Looks like it might fail here actually. YM looks weak. So I don't want to lose more than 2 R today. So down 0.5 R on so far we're down 0.5 R. I don't want to lose more than 2. My next trade I'm going to try to enter with 0.5, but the candles are large, so we may have to enter with 1. But just for general speaking, that's what I think. I don't want to lose more than 0.5 R today. I think this gap could fail and it really goes lower too. I say that just because YM is going aggressively lower and so is ES. I feel like NQ just any second now may just kind of drop. We need a CISD to trust it. There's no CISD. CISD on YM. Exploring this? Good luck. I may consider it. If we get a fill at CE, Let's try it. I'm gonna try the short here. Sting half R. I may get chopped out, it's possible. But I like the idea and I like the intermarket analysis supporting this trade. It's good risk. Hmm. I want to see 50% of this wick get hit. That'd be the first good sign. YM looks a little bit better. ES looks a little bit better. Like the volume imbalance, there's 50% of the wick. The inversion, I'll move my stop here. Stop to 349.50. Call it 350. We're just managing risk. I would not want to see it make a higher high at this point in time in the trade. So cutting the risk effectively by 33%. Always gotta manage risk. Nothing changes. Risk management is the most important. If this next candle breaks, no, it's actually hard to trust. Doesn't look good, to be honest. Should have already broke. I mean, the 3 minute can still flip. It's sloppy though, which I mean we already knew, which is why we're de-risked. I think we'll get stopped here for a point 0.6 R loss or point $60. 3R. Okay, another loss. 0.3R there. The risk management is good. Caught offside. Could it go higher here? Yeah, it could go higher here. Not the clearest. The clearest. This could play. Idea. Possible. If we're gonna take another trade, currently we're down about 1R. Oh, good thing we didn't take that. We would want to definitely wait a good amount of time. Like, because obviously we're getting kind of chopped up in here. So we'll probably wait for a while. We're down less than 1R, but still don't want to. Still want to be patient with the risk management. I'm pretty 50-50. Don't worry about chat saying. What is chat saying? This candle might flip here. I'm just looking at YM. This candle on NQ might flip here. Fortunately, maybe took 3 stop losses. Yeah, I mean, it went back and forth. It looks pretty neutral. So I'm glad that we de-risked. It's safety protocol for me. So we just gotta manage risk. Yeah, I think maybe 10:30 or like, YM looks a lot better. Like that short that we took, I should have taken it on YM. It looks a lot better on YM than it does on the others. I think we had the right idea with maybe the short, but just sloppy. I'm back in. Whoa. Candles are crazy. If I had to pick a direction right now, I would pick lower. But I don't know how much that really means. As long as I don't lose more than 2R today, I'm happy. Obviously, it's a difficult day. As long as I don't lose more than 2R, I'm content with myself. Some institution is banking? Bro, it's not even moving. How are they banking? Banking off what? Consolidation? Yeah, micro has thinner books, so that's what you'll see more wicks. That's fine. I mean, glad that we managed risk. In hindsight, maybe those weren't the cleanest setups, but they had good narrative behind them. I think it was a little bit chasing though. Usually I have an idea and I just wait for it to form. This one I was kind of reacting. Reacting is not my style. Yo, these wicks that are getting put in. Are you guys watching this? These wicks are getting like spawned in. Like the body's here, and then it's just like the wick just like spawns. It's actually quite funny. Yeah, yeah. Actually quite funny. Wick consolidation. I mean, yeah, it's been the first 30 minutes. Insane wicks. Yeah, pretty insane wicks, I'd say. Sit back and relax. Yeah, I would agree. You just got to get comfortable doing nothing for some time. I'm up $3. Should I risk my profits or call it a day? I wouldn't get greedy, bro. Yeah, I saw Jimmy Butler. That was crazy, bro. That was that's so unfortunate. Version on YM. Does it even matter? Is there even a point in reading these candles right now? I think until we see like another side get taken, it's not clear at all. Hmm. I think something that's interesting is this is technically all Tuesday price action because stock market was closed, right? So I guess that's why, like, it's basically, I mean, if I had to assume, it's basically like we moved all of this overnight, not yesterday, but like overnight we had that large move, basically. Because technically it's today. It's just like, 2 days in one. So bias, neutral right now. If I had to pick a side, I'd say lower. My gut instinct says like we may just free fall lower. The fact that it's high resistance, we have a lot of, like, we've done a lot of work higher though and nothing lower. To me, that makes it seem like we're gonna see a move lower, but I don't know. I think it's very unpredictable. 253. It doesn't matter what price you entered at. It matters what time you entered at. You entered at 367. 5.367. I'm trading the CFDs, brother. I don't even know. I'm on the NQ. I'm NQ micro. I just feel like if we were bullish, we would have already ran higher. And then what's gonna happen? It's gonna go lower. I don't know when, but there's gonna be no opportunity. Like it's just gonna free fall. Like just the way I'm looking at this, nobody gets to make money. You know? Yeah, I took 1/2 R loss and then 1.3 R loss. Basically got chopped. London went crazy. Yeah, there was a nice move in London. That is true. That is true. Streak must continue. Press sell. There's more. There's a lot of time today, and it doesn't have to continue. Just you know what's the better? You know what's a better streak than a win streak? A losing, not losing more than 2 R streak. When's the last time I lost more than 2 R in one day? That streak's been going on for a really long time. You know, so just gonna keep focusing on that. Hmm. No valid model here. Take it. Yeah. Not losing more than 2 R. The W streak. Is losing in 2 trade combined 150 on it. Yeah, that's really good in my opinion. Um, Obviously we can tape read the setup. You guys already know. It's like a pretty botched protraction model, but it's there, kinda. What I'd want to see is like, so look at ES and YM. If ES and YM see speed below this low, if ES and YM see speed below the low here, then obviously you can expect this and potentially a London play. You can see about that. No, this is a tape read. Is it my model isn't even here, unfortunately. Like, I can't really trust that stop loss. Makes sense. Stop loss placement. We could just watch it. Like, oh, why does TikTok keep giving me this notification? So okay, see YM, some pretty good speed through, and Q's not doing shit. YM, see that short that we took would have played out on YM. Interesting. This is the micro Nasdaq. Okay, if we get a break below this low, and then I put my stop here, what's the R on that? It'd be a 1 hour trade, which is good. I'd be taking a six sister model. I don't know. I don't like it. Because then you have to demand London low when there's already an SMT at the sell side, and Nasdaq's already being super choppy. I like the idea. I don't like that ES and YM are already taking out objectives. Obviously, YM could go to London lows, which means Nasdaq. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, YM is probably going to take London low. Just looking at YM here, it's probably going to take London low. I mean, it's pretty close. It's going heavy. I'd assume NQ has no problem moving a little bit lower. Soon. Yeah, ES London low is also possible. I think like YM's a lot closer than ES. Who knows? It looks like NQ wants to thug it out. NQ's just thugging it out. Like now we have a crazy SMT here. Not saying I think it's gonna hold, but it's not what you would want to see. I think more water. Do you like tortas? I don't know what that is, bro. Maybe if NQ got speed below this low, this would be a lot better of a protraction model. Oh yeah, I would really like that protraction model because that's 2R to the sell side here. If this candle or the next one sped lower below this low, could buy it on a sell stop, and it's even less than 1 hour risk or less than half-hour risk. So I'll put a sell stop there for now. Is there a 2 minute gap? No, just the 1 minute gap. It would have to be this candle because I wouldn't want to see it go much higher. Seeing that as a potential protected high, deferred protraction. It would also be likely formed on ES. Hold on. I don't want to take this if it doesn't also form on ES and YM. Cancel this order. I want to see ES and YM go lower too, not just NQ. If anything, it should be the others. YM's expanding quite aggressively. It's still 50-50 for me. It's still very 50-50. No, I'm not working. I won't be buying evals for a while. I got a lot of fundage to just keep working on. Yeah, I don't know. ES and YM are looking pretty bullish now, just the last couple minutes. Doesn't mean the narrative slipped, but just means it's more unclear. Alpha, Top Step, Take Profit Trader. Only thing I'm not trading today is my live account. I don't trade my live account on safety protocol day. We could lose it our black one. Yeah, you might as well, to be honest. They're gonna make me sick. Okay, if the protraction forms on ES, I'll short this on NASDAQ. Does that make sense? If ES sees a nice candle closing below like here, say we just got a strong drop, or YM, then maybe I'll short the NASDAQ. See a closure on YM or for me. I want to see it form on ES, leading short asset, or YM. It's not forming on ES or YM. ES left such nice equal lows though. Those equal lows on ES are really clean. Right, I mean, didn't form. Maybe it'll soup and then go. If I'm black, can I say it in chat? I don't know, bro. You do what you gotta do, man. You do what you gotta do. Okay, looks like ES is seeing some displacement. Again, I want to see a closure on this one. Hopefully before NASDAQ goes too far. I mean, I could always take it on ES. Say ES displaced below here. Stop here. Target the London low. That would be a 3R play if ES gets here. So maybe a little bit more now because we're making a higher high. So we'll see if that forms on ES. It's looking pretty bullish though. Like just the last couple minutes. It's not moving lower when it should be. 10:18. Last 3 minutes opened up, traded slightly higher. It could be an intermediate 50-minute power of 3. I like the speed on ES. I need a closure. We can always take it to ES London lows, so I'm not worried about risk to reward. If ES gives me a strong closure, what's ES contract sizing? It's $5 per, right? So I can take it with 2 cons on ES, or I can take this with 1 con on NASDAQ. All right, let's try it. Take it with 1 con on NASDAQ. This is my third trade, risking half R, $80. Hopefully we don't just take 3 immediate losses. I mean that would be kind of funny, I guess. That would be kind of funny. If this one's an immediate loser, um, it would just be kind of funny at that point. So just a protraction short, swept the high, got the closure. Want to see the sell side here. Simple trade idea. If it is bearish, shouldn't go much higher. Should be stopping, you know. Let's say no more than this. Doesn't look that weak, but I mean, we'll see. If they can respect the order block, as long as it doesn't make a higher high. If so, that's me being down 1.4 R. Let me just call it at minus 1.4 R. Make it easier for myself to recoup another day. Wow. Take the 3 immediate losses. At least they were lower risk. Continuation. Well, we're definitely offside today. Yeah, I think I should probably just walk away with that. I mean, this is kind of like accept that L. You know, it's completely offside. I mean, let me double check here. I mean, yeah, we're only down 250 bucks. So 1.25 R. Do I want to go down more than 1.25? I mean, like, I don't think we'll be able to catch something. I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. I'm surprised we didn't take those equal lows on S&P. The risk management's good. Maybe my trade quality could have been a little bit better, but I really do like those trades. Were they the best trades? No. Probably could have waited for better. Probably could have waited for better. These are the trades I took. I don't even want to show the execution. I mean, we got destroyed today. I mean, I guess out of all of them, this one was my favorite. You know, out of all of them, this one was my favorite. I feel like I just want to take the losing day. Like, just break the win streak, take the losing day, and just try to come back another day. I don't have a good read. You know, I don't have a good read today. Entered here long, immediately dropped. Entered here short. I want to say immediately pumped, but pretty much immediately pumped. I actually liked this short, but we got wicked out. Did Mini wick us out? That short actually played out on YM, so I mean, I think that was a decent short. But I guess looking at my executions now, it wasn't that clear in here. No fair value gaps. Yeah, I would say I probably didn't follow my checklist to the best of my ability. Wouldn't say there was a clear setup. Usually, you want to see some fair value gaps, not just a sweep and close 1 minute candle. I could argue that I've definitely taken better trades. I would have been a lot happier with myself had I just seen this and not taken a trade. Um, but it is what it is. At least we're only down 1.25. It's not bad. Yeah, but the signatures for chop were there, so no, it's not just choppy conditions. We all knew it was choppy from the beginning. You know, so if we took a trade and lost, you know, I'm talking to myself here. Um, there's no excuse. It's not like what we're chopping. It's been pretty clear chop from the get go. You know. At least the risk is managed at minus 1.25 R. You could say minus 1.5. No. Would I take a protraction long? I don't know, man. Like, I guess in hindsight, it does look like it would be a good setup, but look at YM. Just completely flipped the script. Interesting. Wow. Yeah. You could take a protraction long off this setup. I would probably just tape read it. 2.34 R. We might take this last trade of the day, guys. I'm not gonna lie. If this closes, I might take this last trade of the day. Actually, no, I'm not. The reason I'm not gonna take he'd already filled it too. I'll just tape read it. We can just watch it. It's a good trade. It's a good trade. We'll just watch. We're just gonna watch. Just gonna watch. Yeah, if Nasdaq moved like YM would have been a lot better. This last short I probably shouldn't have taken. I said wait for closure, and I mean we did get closure. I'm surprised that we didn't move longer. I would have at least expected those equal lows on ES before moving higher. What did you say the IV in a higher time frame OB? It was considered. I think walk away with that loss. Apple's pissing me off. My setup's formed, but can't seem to log in. All your setups formed, and you can't seem to log in. Brother, you're the only person who's happy that they didn't take it. The only person who's sad that they didn't take a trade. Yeah, let's see. That setup's gonna fail. It looks like it would have already played out by now. Well, it took a longer while. I'm at 1018. Yeah, it's a good long, bro. 1018. Solid. Solid protected. I would have been a little bit cautious because of how close. No, it's valid. It's valid because there are 50-minute gaps there. I did say going into the day I wouldn't want to see that low get taken. I did kind of flip, but listen, I think we can all agree that how important having a clear one-sided narrative is. Because obviously, I was looking at both sides today, and now we're going to be accepting a losing day today. I don't see myself trading PM. I don't want to lose more anymore today. I also want to end this win streak because I feel like it's kind of hanging over me. You see how important it is to have a clear one-sided narrative? Like it's so important because when you have a clear narrative, then you naturally can't chase price. You wait for it to come to you. But when you're back and forth a little bit, you're kind of chasing price, you know? Like if you don't have a clear narrative, you're kind of just reacting to what happens, and that's not good. So I think that's my biggest mistake today. That's what I'm going to be journaling. No, I'll watch. I mean, I'll watch. I want to see what happens. I still have to journal and study, right? Yeah, it's no big deal. I mean, yo, we just by the way, we all like just requested 4 payouts, so it's super chill. No, I took 3 trades actually, but we're down 1.5 R. Um, I think it may go up the rest of the day, if I'm being honest. That's so sloppy the way it formed, but does you think that's go for previously high now? I don't think you want it. I don't think anyone here wants me to influence them. Like, I'll be honest. TikTok outlook did good. Oh, really? I don't think anyone here wants me to give them. I would assume higher. I think Asia high NOI could potentially be in play, but again, you probably don't want me to give you advice. Because I'm obviously not reading it well. I think I'm gonna try an option play here though. You reading price like you're new? Gaddy fell off? Damn, bro. 15-day win, 1-day loss. Gaddy fell off, bro. I'm cooked, I guess. I guess I'm cooked, guys. Yeah, YM is cleaner. But can you make a video explain the 6-issuer model? When there's an SMT, you can target it. Why is Nasdaq slow? Just a choppy day. After bank holiday, no news. What is actually happening at the moment? What is the working? This working right next to the high? Well, there we got it at least. Yeah, 3 trades. We're down 1.5 R. We're probably gonna call it an early session. I'll show you guys my executions. Named like this, ICT has weird names. But how inversion FEG works? Different form, SIBI or BISI? Yeah. S&P 500 long-term 1-week option contract would hit right now. I ain't gonna say nothing because I don't want anyone to signal my option play. Risk management carried today once again. Imagine 3 full-size losses. Oh yeah, that would be painful, bro. That would be painful. That would be painful. Execution's unfortunate? No, it's not unfortunate. I was just offside. We'll get Asia high. Honestly, it's just my fault. Like straight up, you're trading options. I'm trying to do an options flip. I'm trying to do an options flip. Just dropped me out by 2 points, then flew. Yeah, it's not an easy day. What are options? What's an option? Like, no, like I have an account for options and I'm gonna try and flip it. Like I'm gonna try to grow it like really quickly, aggressively. Trade if canceled my stop loss mid trade. Anyone else has that? That's weird, bro. I got break even once. Nah, good luck. Starting balance. Don't worry about it. But I'm gonna try to 10x the account. No, I wouldn't do zero. I wouldn't do 0-day expirations. Can you walk me through your trades? Yeah, I can go through it. Initially here, I was taking a protraction model long. I thought that we were gonna be really heavy, like just fly through these objectives. So I thought we were gonna get true day, Asia high, and potentially NWAG at first. Just when I saw how speedy that was my initial input. And then we immediately came down, and I was like, okay, obviously I'm offside. We come up, sweep the buy side, we touch the SIBI, and we get a sort of a break lower here. I'm looking at this now, and that really was not the best entry. 15-second at the best. Anyway, after sweeping the high, we broke lower. I shorted off the immediate rebalance, and it was also bearish on the other guys. So we had CISD on YM and such. Then we got wicked out here. Kind of went lower. Probably would have just been a break-even trade at the best, anyways. So maybe could have saved us. And then I was convinced that this high was safe. We were gonna run the equal lows on ES, Asia low on YM, and then this sell side on NQ. Took the sweep, closed below, order block. Were they good trades? No. In hindsight, like I think if you guys want to take anything away from my trading today, you should take away the fact that there was never a clear narrative for me, yet I was still having executions, which is obviously kind of chasing price. Like you want to wait for price to do, you know, wait for price to do something. You don't want to chase it and react to it. You want to wait for it to come to you and then place your trade. That's one. Two, my risk management was really good. I'm only down 1.5 R considering I took 3 losses immediately. This one was slightly reduced. Which one? No, there was no reduced loss. right? Oh, this one was reduced because I moved the stop here. Yeah, that was that one. So we took one like smaller reduced loss, but we're basically down 1.5 R. So really, just executing my checklist, I was not effective today because okay, there were clear objectives, but there was no heavily one-sided narrative and strong setup with confluences. I mean, arguable. You can always find confluences. I would say they weren't really strong. I liked this short the most because it was from premium after taking the high. At least they were risk optimal, supporting intermarket analysis. Some of them, yeah. I mean, for the most part, but really, like all of these losses could have been avoided. Really, really, in my opinion. Like that. That's how I'm gonna journal it. I know that's probably like sounds like, oh no, but really they could have been because look at my checklist. There was really no clear one-sided narrative at all. You know, this trade is 10:20 and it's not a silver bullet play. Like if you're gonna trade in the middle of 10 a.m., usually I wait for a candle open. So if I'm gonna short 10:20, it better be silver bullet, and it wasn't. It was just a protraction short off an OB. So this one doesn't have key time. So that's what I'm gonna journal. It was already safety protocol. That's why every trade was half risk. The second trade was the displacement on ES. It looks bad on NQ, but it's because YM and ES already came down here. So it's there. The model's there. It's just I don't want to show my personal journal, but like, what do you mean? What do you mean by my journal? Like, what exactly are you looking for? My template, my personal template is not the one I share with you guys. The one I share because I don't really care about tracking that stuff. The only thing I really care about tracking is my executions and then my reflection. That's it. So what do I do? I'll show you. I'm waiting for price to play out. I'll show you what it looks like. I always make annotations on the chart. On the chart, right? I don't even care about the. I mean, this is my. Usually, I only journal my live account if I'm being honest, but I don't have any live account executions, so this is what I'm gonna share. Post. And there's not really anything here worth annotating. I suppose you can mark out first presentation and just see how sloppy it was, just so I can see visually. Like, okay, obviously it's not clean. Um, 2-day open, Asia high. Now I would wait here and see, do we get Asia high? You know, stuff like that. All right, I see the order block here. I can label that. I'm hoping this goes to Asia high, so I have something clear to journal, but we'll see. And that's gonna be my journal. So I'm gonna post this, and then I'm gonna just type, just like write, just write in my journal. Size, entry time, reason why. Let's see, like I don't do that anymore because I don't need to. You know, I just go and I just reflect. I just start typing. You record multiple time frame. Like again, no, I don't need to anymore. I used to do that. That's the template that I share with you guys in the Discord, but that's not what I do. I don't need to really keep track of, you know, the size of. I don't really care about that stuff. You just put a stop loss if you're in buy stage high right now. My stop would be right here. 25319. Yep, on YouTube my models are there. Maybe you did that when you're exactly when I was making my model. How do you calculate each daily position size according to volatility? You have to measure your stop loss in points. Um, and try not to beat yourself up in the journal. Like, I'm not gonna just be like, oh, I messed up. I'm gonna also talk about how I managed my risk well. I'm gonna talk about how there was still logic behind the trades. It's just it wasn't a clear narrative. So risk was managed well, but I can do better. Should have been a no trade day. Should have accepted that I would likely miss the move, given I could not formulate a high probability one-sided narrative. And that's really what it comes down to. Like, if you guys notice, like, I should have been okay missing the move, whatever. Because the way I was kind of also seeing it is, if we move to Asia higher analog, like, it's gonna be so obvious and so easy. And if we take buy side and sweep all the way down to London, it's gonna be so nice and so easy. So in the way I was approaching the market today was like, I can kind of just take whatever I see because it should just go right away. And that's that mindset that kind of just cooked me, because in reality there was never a clear narrative. So when there's no clear narrative, you have to be really okay missing the move. You have to just say, like, yeah, I'm probably gonna miss it today, you know and that's just what it is. Yeah, there were no clear entries. You're right. Shouldn't have been a trade. I ended up taking 3 trades. I'm down 1.5 R. um but I agree with you, there was no clear entries, at least not for my checklist. No clear narrative for me yet. I had 3 executions. Risk was managed well, but I can do better. Should have been a no trade day. Should have accepted I would likely miss one given that I cannot probably higher probably one-sided narrative. Checklist criteria. Number 2. Heavily one-sided narrative. So no biggie. I mean, not no biggie at all, really. But just something to keep in mind. And what I would do is just see, does it reach Asia high? It probably will. How calculate what's 1R? Well, it depends. Like, my 1R is 250. Well, it depends on what account, but like, for me, 1R on my 100K account is 250. That's the most I'll risk in one trade. On my 50K's account, it's 200. So on this account, I'm down 275. I don't know if you guys can see that. 275. That's all I'm down. 3 losses, 275. It's pretty good, right? My 1R is technically 200, so I'm down like 1.5. Although on top step, I'm down a little bit more because it's not as good entries in stop loss placement. It stands for high resistance liquidity run. NWOG Glow is easy target, but there's such a good, like, it's 63 points. So what I would do is just trail. You can partial at NWOG Low, trail the stop, and see if you get 619, 50%. You blew your account, it's okay. I mean, depends why you blew it, but it happens. Are you bullish now? I would assume we get new week opening gap here, but again, I wouldn't take my advice. I'm obviously not reading it well. What's so special about 10:30? 10:30 is a new candle open, so that's really key time. Are you open to taking another trade? Are you green in January? Yeah. Before this losing day, I was on a 15-day win streak. So we're very green. Um, we're very green. There was no clean silver bullet. It would have been this fair value gap right here. 2, 3, 5, 5, 3, 5, 5. No, I don't think it's too tight. Like I would say even 3, 5, 8 is good. Like you wouldn't want to see a lower low at this time. I don't think it's that. I would trail it tight too if it was me. Yes, but okay, good question. So why is this one special? Because it's your first. It's an hourly candle in regular trading hours. So look, I'm gonna go to the hourly chart. This is your first hour, 9:30 to 10:30. This is your second hour, 10:30 to 11:30. So it's a full hourly candle. It's your second hour after trading regular market open. So yeah, I'm okay. On any other day, I would be open to take another trade, but there's a couple reasons why I don't. One, I generally just don't feel like I'm in sync, and I'm probably gonna lose. Two, um, I don't want to just take a losing day because I feel like this win streak is hanging over my head. I feel like if I can just take the losing day, call the win streak over, then I might be able to just trade a little bit less pressure on me. On the last trade you were looking at, yeah, my stop loss. I mean, yeah, you got to pick between 318 and 357. I like, well, that would have been it right there, but I like 357 because if it's gonna take 357, it'll probably get a deeper retracement. So maybe the 10-minute gap, which is 346, and if it's 10-minute gap, you don't know how far it can go. It can go anywhere from here to here. So I will just call it there. You can always re-enter long. 4 silver bullet at 1024 count. That creative low would have been my stop loss low. Wait a minute. On a real note, I'm not gonna trade it, but 1050 macro protraction from the 10-minute fair value gap, I actually think that could play. Like on a real note. So I'll sit here and outline the trade. I'm not gonna take it. I feel like I don't deserve to take it. Like I already took 3 bad trades, so I'm not gonna allow myself to risk any more money today. But if this does form, I think it would be trade of the day. I'm just gonna say that. This is what I'm leaving with. I'm not gonna sit here and watch it. Um, no, I wouldn't be bearish. I think the high is gonna be taken. So we're trading back into one RPG. Might go long if I see reversal. You mean short? Yeah, 8 trades is fine. I mean, remember silver bullet. You can also take AM silver bullet and PM silver bullet. Pretty much the same thing. PM silver bullet is 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Protraction model is highest win rate, yes, but that doesn't mean it's my most profitable model. Just highest win rate. Both silver bullets equal, or is the best one 10 a.m.? I mean, I like the morning session better, but that's just preference, I guess. I want to call it preference. What is a protraction model briefly? It looks like this. That's the protraction model briefly. Usually about the long getting the 1 minute. Andrew took long at 344. 33475. Brother, that doesn't help me. We've hit 34475 many times today. So I'm not sure. The model only allows me to trade trading. Yeah, 80% is more than good. Well, 80%, brother. Yeah, OB or inversion out of a PD array, pretty much. once you're expecting range expansion and protected high for the power of 3 is formed, I would add those two. And it needs to be at a key time. Macro, intermediate power of 3 for silver bullet play. I don't know what percentage win rate my protraction model has in the last couple of months. That's a really hard one to answer. I don't know. It's really in the what's it called? It's in your hands. Like there's a protraction model that plays out every single day. Does it mean you're gonna be able to pick the right one? No, probably not. You get what I'm saying? That's what I like about my model, is that it forms every day, very often, and it helps me capture any move that I want to capture for the most part. There's almost always a model entry for me. But that can also be a bad thing. Silver bullet is just a time interval from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. Yeah, like I think this could play, but again, I wouldn't take it. Any protraction that forms out of here could be valid. 3 minute looks pretty good. 4 minute could be good, but I won't sit here and watch it. I will probably call the live stream early. I'll go edit my losses, make a video out of it. Appreciate you guys coming through the live stream. For profit as easiest payout rules is definitely alpha futures for sure, for sure, for sure. Speaking of alpha futures, I haven't received my payout yet. Usually it's a lot faster. We'll see. Yep. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two in the stream. I appreciate you guys coming through to the live stream. If you blew an account today, you struggled today, just need to do a good deep journal reflection. Yeah, appreciate you guys coming through. I will see you guys live tomorrow, exact same time. Tomorrow, hopefully, we can trade a little bit better, follow the checklist a little bit better, hold myself accountable to my checklist, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.